You're watching CBS 11 News. Not just what happens, what matters.
Sometimes, especially when it comes to health news, you hear statistics that don't really seem to register, especially when one day something's good for you and the next day it's not. But here's a statistic that is true. Cancer remains Alaska's #1 killer, and that's why a year ago on this very day, CBS 11 News made a station-wide commitment to do our part in fighting this war on cancer. Well, CBS 11's Matthew Simon, of course, heads up this project for us, and tonight he shows us what the program's done and what we hope to do in the future for you.
I'm proud to say I'm a survivor and I'm not a fatality.
They are your neighbors.
Had I not gone to my doctor, I don't think I would be here today.
Everyday Alaskans.
I basically wanted to shout from the rooftops of the world that there is hope.
Yeah! Who feel lucky enough to be alive.
This is probably the hope right here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
A bug.
They've shared their cancer connections.
When he spun around in his chair and said, "You're the next Lance Armstrong." That's all he said.
Hoping along the way you learn from their warning signs.
And I said, I've got this unusual growth. Wasn't there before. And it seems to be brand new.
And go get tested early.
I've had infections before, and so it's just sort of, this thing in the back of your head that says, keep talking to somebody because it's not getting fixed.
Sometimes they're the heroes we've lost.
It's hard because he was just a really nice guy. And he really just was out to make things better.
Who are still teaching us how to live.
I came home and I was expecting to see her over the toilet throwing up, and she wasn't home, and I called her and I said, "Celia, where are you?" And she said, "I'm at Applebee's having lunch with my friends."
Still reminding us how common cancer is in Alaska.
About 95% of the room knows someone in their family or a friend that's been affected by cancer.
Still showing us cancer does not just affect adults.
Speaking very candidly, this is just a day that I get to remember Ian.
They are stories about our community.
Hi everyone, altogether $40,000 raised this year.
How we're coming together.
Walking for my aunts, my cousin, and my uncles.
As a community to fight cancer.
My son Cole is walking. His friend Ian Robbins in school died from cancer last year.
This is the CBS 11 Cancer Connection.
We knew it was something we wanted to do the right way and not just kind of rush to do something.
That was the consensus my boss, KTVA CBS 11 News Director Stacey Fager, and I came to nearly 3 years ago about my dream of starting the Cancer Connection.
Well, we bring you these cancer stories on the 11th of every month. It's part of our station-wide commitment to do our part to win the cancer battle.
It's a personal battle. This is me when I was 21, sick as a dog, using a forced smile to fight cancer.
If just one boy can learn from what I've been through and live, then my life will have meaning.
It was Jason Strubel's dying wish to make sure every young man knew testicular cancer is 15 to 35-year-old men's #1 cancer killer. Last year, I partnered with the Anchorage School District to make sure Jason's story was told in ASD's mandatory 8th grade health education classes, where I also tell my story.
I was in the shower, I found my lump, and I had no idea what it was, but I went to the doctor right away, and I thank God I did, because that's what I think saved my life.
Golden View Middle School health teacher Eric Heil's class was the first group of students I talked to.
Yeah, after you visited the classroom, and there was no question, I had boys coming back the next day saying, "Mr. Heil, I'm all good." They took the time to, they took it to heart.
And here's where the problem comes in. Here at Golden View, like across the school district, they have a really good health education book. But like all good health education books across the country, this one only has one sentence that tells kids they should be doing self-examinations.
This CBS 11 ASD partnership gives health teachers the opportunity to separate boys and girls, so each group learns how to do a self-cancer check.
I think I look at the series now and our commitment to it through a different set of eyes than I did at the very beginning.
For Fager, Cancer Connection goes beyond the station commitment.
The reality is cancer is going to be a part of your existence. And I didn't really get that until My father passed away in 2006 of lung cancer.
You probably recognize that reality, because cancer seems to touch almost all of our lives. That's why our goal is to take the Cancer Connection to the next level.
And whether that be through things that come out on a daily basis in regular news or through the series that you do or the information that we have on the web.
We're calling it Making Cancer Alaska's Priority, with bold website plans in the works.
Connect you to the latest research, connect you to all of the different wonderful organizations out there that deal with cancer. I wish that we had that 2 years ago, because I think it would have made my journey a little bit easier.
Making the cancer journey as easy to understand as possible. That's what CBS 11's Cancer Connection continues to embrace as we continue to grow. Making cancer Alaska's priority, while never forgetting the Alaskans behind all these cancer stories.
Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll win this fight and bury this sorrow. We're so alive, still holding on, not ready to die, so we live strong.
I'm Mayor Mark Begich, encouraging you to call your buddy as part of Cancer Check 11. And make sure you remind them to do a self-cancer check.
Thanks, Mayor. And as part of CBS 11's Cancer Connection, we remind you to call your buddy today as part of Cancer Check 11. For women, that means calling a close friend to remind her to do a self-breast exam. For men, that means calling a close buddy to remind him to check for any signs of testicular cancer. We've got instructions on how to do those self-exams at our website, KTVA.com. Just click on Cancer Connection for more information. We'll be right back.